Hey YouTube, how's it going? Mevlin back here again with my first ever Punishing Grey Raven video, and for this one I want to look at Lotus Lucia. She is the B tier Lucia, which is the free-to-play Lucia that you get at the beginning in the game. And when I was doing research in the game, everyone was telling me that every single hero is viable, like you just play whatever hero you want, and people were telling me that it doesn't have to be S tier, even the A tier and the B tier characters are viable, which kind of blew my mind. As a veteran gacha player, I already have this mindset where it has to be the highest tier, you know, or don't bother building it. But apparently in this game it's slightly different. The B tier characters are apparently usable, and I want to see if that's true. So today I've been testing out B tier Lucia, seeing if I could climb story and whether I could compete in the leaderboards. So this is what my Lucia is currently looking. I did invest quite heavily on her 5-star weapon. Don't really know if that's a good idea. I know I could recycle this and get some of my resources back, but hopefully I don't regret this too much. And then in terms of her memories, you can see that I kind of pay to win a little bit. These 6-star memories, you get them for spending a little bit, well, not a little bit, quite a bit in the game. To get this for quote unquote free. But yeah, she's highly invested. I could move the memory to someone else later, but the investment in the weapon might be a little bit of a regret later on. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that you guys know how to play B Lucia because the game teaches you how to do that at the beginning. But let me just go through her skills really quickly. So your red orb is just going to be your DPS one. It's the highest damage among all your orbs. Yellow is a little bit of damage, slightly more than half of red, but it has crowd control, really good crowd control. It knocks the opponent up in the air, and you could start auto attacking them, and basically you could juggle them infinitely. This is really good crowd control here. Meanwhile, the blue is the least damage among all the orbs, but it does buff all your attacks to deal a little bit of fire damage, which is a pretty nice steroid for this one. Aside from that, the only important one is going to be her core passive. It's pretty straightforward. Do a 3-ping and then use a red orb. So you're going to use your yellow and your blues, try to get a 3-ping and then save one red orb. And then it doesn't have to be a 3 red orb, you can just do a 1 red orb, and you're going to go into burst mode, which allows you to auto attack like crazy. It's a really strong steroid, and your auto attacks are going to hit like a truck. So in terms of a debut, it's going to be here in Warzone, which is, I guess, the game's form of PvP, but it's more like competitive PvE, where it's all about leaderboards, trying to get as many points as you can, and then you get promoted depending on your rank. Currently I'm only rank 10, but this one is just the backup squad, so the top, I think, 15 people are going to be promoted. So I'm pretty confident I'm going to be promoted here, unless, if you know, some of these people like start upgrading their teams. It does have 2 days left, so maybe I shouldn't slack off. Maybe I should upgrade my team slowly and get a little bit more points just to make sure that I am going to be promoted. So let me start off by saying that I'm definitely not the best player in the game. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. I didn't play in the Chinese servers, I didn't play in the CBT, so this is literally my first day. But the whole point of this video is not for me to like showcase my skills, but rather it's to show you how free to play the game is. How you can take the quote-unquote worst characters in the game, because you know they're the lowest rarity characters in the game, and actually be viable and actually be able to complete story, be able to farm without trouble. And that just goes to show how free to play the game is. I mean, there's a lot of things about the game that make it free to play, but I just want to show that you don't need those S tier characters, you don't need those S tier weapons. I mean, sure, it's great to have them, but if you don't have them, whatever, have fun in the game, play the lower rarity characters and just have a good time. And that's it for this video, dude. I'm gonna leave you guys with the rest of the clip, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
丈夫です。グレーが咲き乱れています。私の剣の炎がグレンで全てを集結させる。戦闘終了。お次の戦闘は何ですか？